Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach and we're doing another Ecomi Veve video as per usual. Currently the price is down by roughly 10%. Basically we're back where we were a couple of days ago at 2954 on a low of 2841 and a high of 3429, because this is what happens, right? We see some really crazy news. Of course we saw OKX, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and that very much pumped the price, and now people are seemingly going back on it a little bit. And not only have we seen OKX, but we had an announcement come out yesterday. We spoke about it, and of course that was about Spiderman. We were thinking it would be about Spiderman Miles Morales, and of course when we go to VeVe right here, we can see that they asked us if we want to see our first look at Spidey, or were you hoping to chill for a bit. Now of course for me it's content. I love talking about this stuff, content, and as we can see right here, straight from the comic book page comes the first appearance of Spider-Man in a premium digital collectible format. Drop 7 August, 8 AM, 1 out of 5. Be a part of Marvel history. Now, American dates are different to the UK dates as far as like how we do things, because that would mean, like in America, I'm assuming that would mean what, like 5th of January, I'm guessing. I don't think it's a date though. I think that's, hopefully, I'm assuming that's how many there'll be 5 maybe. I might be wrong though. Be a part of Marvel history, of course. People loving it. People loving it. We got the Carlton dance out here. And then we got nice, holy duck, Marvel x VeVe, woohoo. People loving it, of course. I also noticed that these announcements are getting more engagement than before, which makes sense because I'd imagine that VeVe is definitely growing in follower count on Twitter as well, which is awesome. Now, some people have asked, especially on my last video, in fact, I put out a tweet about it. Let's get the tweet up. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, at ZakiZoo. But you'll see that I actually answered some questions about VeVe fans asking if Marvel will promote the Spiderman NFTs. My guess is no. It sounds really fun, of course. Reality is VeVe and the community will be marketing them. Maybe at a later date we'll see more brand integration, because people are asking why aren't they getting Marvel to plug it, essentially. Now, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what Marvel wants to do with it necessarily. I don't know if it's too early or if it's not in the right position for Marvel to be marketing this stuff. I also need to figure out what the point is for Marvel to advertise this stuff, because I can't imagine that they advertise like Spider-Man collectibles, for example, like as far as physical collectibles. I've never really seen any brands really market that stuff. Maybe they'll have it like on a YouTube ad, but as far as like Spider-Man's release concerned, which is a few months from now, I'm guessing, I can't necessarily see it. I don't think it's going to be marketed by Marvel here. I think what's going to be interesting and what's going to be important is to see how well this does organically, because yes, paid marketing is helpful and it's great, but it'll also be interesting to see if VeVe markets this, not just Marvel, because, and this is the problem that I think we're still facing, which it's going to take a while to get past this, I think, is NFTs are still boogeymans to a lot of people, right? A lot of people still see it as a CryptoPunk that has no value. Now, of course, that's not what an NFT is specifically, but that's what many people who would even be watching Spider-Man and who would want this don't know yet, right? Is that, of course, it's now, you know, in the VeVeverse as augmented reality stuff, having the actual metaverse itself going on, etc. I think that it's still going to be quite niche, but is that a bad thing? No, not necessarily. It just means that things are going to take time, and that's what we were speaking about yesterday as far as like the price hitting $1, etc. It's going to take some time, right? It's going to take some time. I'm not in a rush. You know, it's going to happen as it happens. But anyway, this will be really cool, obviously, as a in the metaverse specifically. I want to see what sort of animations they might do. I do wonder, because we saw like the animation with Ritmo. We've sort of seen different graphics, I guess, with the Slimer, but I am interested to know when we're going to start seeing more animations on these NFTs. I'm not rushing the team by any means. I'm just genuinely curious. It's going to be interesting to know what sort of timeline we can expect for that, because the other thing is that realistically, one great way to market this is for consumers to be loving it for a certain purpose and then sharing it online with others, right? If this was able to, I don't know, get a, you know, some sort of webs out and do a little bit of flying around the house or whatever it might be, or just in any environment in general in AR, then that could be really cool for TikTok, right? It could be really cool for YouTube, and that itself, people would be wondering how the hell do they do that? Then they learn more about the NFT thing, and also educate themselves really about NFTs, like people seeing this on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or whatever. Right now, I think it's a tough sell, right? Because at the moment, specifically as well, this can very much be seen as just photoshopping a Spider-Man image into an augmented reality thing. Now, of course, for us, that's not really the case because we see the value in it, we see how it's awesome, etc. But to the average consumer, most people still, as y'all know, don't think NFTs are worth anything, let alone, you know, a $50 thing on a $50 list price or a $100 list price or whatever it might be. So I think we're going to be waiting for a while to see things really, people really adapt to what NFTs can be, not what they see right now because of mainstream media putting out Beeple news and other stuff like that. That being said, though, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I did already go over yesterday, but I'll quickly go over it now. Because someone put on one of my comments yesterday, someone put out, what was it? Someone put out a really, in my opinion, stupid comment. I don't mean to be horrible, but it was really stupid. Let's go to Spiderman PS5 gameplay real quick. They were I'm trying to think of what they were talking about. Let's go to this. So this is what we were looking at yesterday. We were looking at basically, what the hell? Why can't I hear it? Okay, there we go. We can see this gameplay right here where essentially people can go to a metaverse and stuff. I'm trying to go back to my train of thought with what was commented, but I can't remember. I just remembered what I was thinking about. I lost my train of thought, but someone was saying about when the OKX exchange came out, because I reported on it and I basically read out the blog post. The reality is that some people want to learn what's happening through news, and some people want to also learn more than what they see on the blog post. But basically on YouTube, the way that things work is that if something gets announced, you just got to talk about it. You got to say what you see, what's happening. The thing is with me is that what I do is I'm going to report on something I see, and then I make another video going over my genuine thoughts on everything. Because the reality is that YouTube is kind of a race with a lot of content, and that's not a bad race necessarily, but it's just a race for attention, right? And if you wait 5 hours, you know, when others are posting 1 hour afterwards, then you know what's going to happen, right? So if I talk about the fact that the exchange is here, and then I speak about what matters with it, you know, a few hours later, that's how I do things. Same thing with a Spiderman NFT, right? Essentially, I'm showing you what I see right now, giving you my thoughts, but I might have another video tomorrow going up, for example, where I go for my extended thoughts. So that's that. But with that being said, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If this video was interesting or helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, like, it's always much appreciated. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're new. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter. My @ is @ZakiZoo. I cover a lot of stuff going on here. That being said, have a great day, everyone. I will see you in the next video.